We complain about people not being nice on the internet, and there definitely are not so nice people on the internet, but there also are very nice people. A while ago I was approached by Adam, and Adam, for reasons that do not really matter, is thinning out his fountain pen collection, and he said, I want to send you a bunch of pens, some inks, etc., and do with it as you see fit. So I will be giving a few of the pens he gave me away, alright? But not this one. What we're going to look at today, I think, is a very nice set of writing instruments made by Mabie Todd. And this is a vintage pen, so you can no longer buy this. And Mabie Todd had a couple of pens. I think the cheapest one was the Jackdaw, which was mainly made for school children, if I'm correct. And then there was the Blackbird, and then there is the Swan. And the Swan is very well known for its excellent flex nib. People really love that. Now, the Blackbird is also a very interesting pen, and I have reviewed one a while ago. Someone sent one to me, and I think he wanted to have something done to it, have it cleaned, or he couldn't get it to write properly, and I had a look at it. But now I have my own. And this one I think is a fascinating one because that one was black and this one's not. Now it comes in the original box, which I think is very cool. It says made in England. The Mabie Todd company doesn't exist anymore. And in here are the pen and the mechanical pencil. Now I'm not really a mechanical pencil guy, so I don't know much about that. But first of all, what I wanted to show you, be careful taking this out, there we go, is that it comes with the original directions for using, information pamphlet, which sounds very interesting. It even advertises Swan ink, which clearly not available anymore either. And then you have the Blackbird. Now let's start very quickly with this mechanical pencil. It's everything you could expect of a mechanical pencil, right? It has a clip, it has the Mabie Todd inscription. It says fine point. Now it's not colored, so I don't think you can really see that well. You twist this bit and out comes the little lead, and you write with it. So I thought that was a pretty cool instrument. And of course that's a mechanical pencil. We know what that is like, and you can use it for drawing or marking, whatever you do. But I think that's pretty neat. Now, most of my viewers are probably going to be more interested in the fountain pen, so I want to spend a little bit more time on that. Here you go. This very fascinating blue. For some reason I really like this blue. It's a very nice, like I would guess, cerulean blue. Alright, I'm going to cover the parts of the pen, tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then I'll do a writing sample. Finial, top of the cap, there's nothing. Now we have a nice clip, gold colored. To be honest, guys, I don't know if this is plated gold or whatever, but in any case it's gold colored. You have a little breather hole right there and there. Actually there's 3. These holes just make sure that the pen doesn't draw a vacuum as you cap, and then you uncap it and ink splatters out. This stops it from doing that. You have the barrel that slightly tapers down at the end, and of course you have the lever to fill the pen. Now you probably would say lever filler, I'm going to say lever filler. How does that work? If you've never seen that, it's quite simple. I unscrew the cap here. In here is a latex or rubber sack. You pull out this lever. I'm not going to do that completely because it's inked up, but you can see it has a little bit of movement. You pull it out all the way, then a bar inside the pen compresses the sack. Put in a bottle of ink, you let go of the lever, the sack decompresses, and that draws up ink. A very nice system, not completely maintenance free, but it's quite nice. It was a step up from eyedropper pens, which can only be filled with an eyedropper. You have to carry an eyedropper, etc. It's all very elaborate. Okay, so there you have it. You have the section. As you can see, the section is a different color from the pen. I'm assuming that's how it should have been, but of course, with a vintage pen, you could also think, if all this is blue, maybe the blue section broke. Someone put in a black section at some point in history. I don't know. Okay, we have the threads here for the cap. So it's not one of the vintage pens that just has a cap that slips in place. It already had threads. And then you have a section that looks a lot like a tower to me. It tapers there and it tapers out, but it's a very straight line here. It doesn't taper out like that. We have the original 14 karat nib. It says Blackbird G. It says 14C585 because it's 14 karat. It says MT and Co. Limited, so Mabie Todd Company Limited, and it says made in England. England's just pushed into the section, so I can't really see that, but here you have it. A very nice, pretty nib that does offer a very nice amount of flex. Good old-fashioned ebonite feed in there, and I think it's very nice. The feed actually has the Blackbird imprint too. That's pretty much all there is to it. As many vintage pens are, this is not the biggest model ever. I can use it unposted. It's pushing a little bit, but I can definitely use it unposted. A very fine section, as you can see, very small, and the nib is not too big either, but the performance is very, very nice. Okay, what do I like about it? What do I not like about it? First of all, of course, a great gift, especially because it comes with a mechanical pencil. Sets are always nice, and from a financial perspective, this was a gift, so I'm not really thinking in those terms, but as general information, sets are always valuable. If they are matching, that really helps, and you can sell them for more money. Not that I was intending to sell this, but, you know, general info. Okay, the pen, slightly small, but pleasant to use, with a great nib. And the nice thing, if you're looking for vintage flex, the Blackbird model is quite nice. Mabie Todd Swans are their top-of-the-line pens, so call it the Montblanc 149 or the Pelikan M1000. They were their top-level pens, making them often quite expensive. You can get a good deal on them, but many of the really nice ones can be fairly expensive, and this is a step down. They're still very nice pens, but they're not as expensive. Okay, you get really nice flex, and you may have, as with any vintage pen, you may have to work on it a little bit, give it a new sack, or clean it a little bit, polish the nib a little bit, etc. But if you get one in decent condition, they are tremendous fun. Okay, things I don't like about it so much. Well, to be honest, there isn't that much I don't like so much. Yes, it's smaller, yes, it's a very fine section, but you see that on a lot of vintage pens. People have changed, preferences have changed, and really big, oversized pens. I happen to have this Omas Paragon here. I'll just uncap that and uncap the black... Sometimes I drop pens. If I hold up these two, you can see what I'm talking about, right? One is considerably smaller than the other, and that really is, you know, just the way things are. Okay, having said that, I think that Mabie Todd is a very nice and interesting pen. Definitely something that I would recommend to get, and I think that's more than enough talk. Adam, thank you so much for sending me this pen. I really appreciate it. It has gotten a good home, and guys, let's see it in action. That's what we'll do next. Hope this was useful so far, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Alright, here we go with that Mabie Todd. As to the pencil, well, it's a pencil, right? So there isn't that much to say about it, I would say, except for that it has a smooth mechanism and all that. Now let's have a look at that Blackbird. So here we have the Mabie Todd Blackbird, a smooth writer, bird. The nib, yeah, what shall we make that? I would say fine, fine to medium, but I think fine. And the ink is Pelikan Royal Blue. Okay, do a bit of writing. This is just normal. The nib is smooth. Some of these vintage nibs have tipping that's pretty much worn away. I think that is a little bit the case on this pen, but there's still enough tipping to make it a nice, smooth experience. Now, fast writing. You see there is no skipping, very nice consistent ink flow, and that is in fact very nice, I would say. leading to a maybe not a gusher of a pen. This is slightly dry ink, but definitely a nice writer. Okay, now I know this is what you were waiting for, line variation. Well, let's see what this can do. This is no pressure, and I'm going to exert more pressure. It runs dry, but it picks up again. I would say that is fairly spectacular. I'll tap it gently to prime the feed. Let's try to do a bit of writing with flex. Now I'm really pushing it, but just to show off the flex. As you can see, you can definitely squeeze out a bunch of flex here, so that's very, very cool. Okay, well, reverse writing for those of you who really like that. It is very smooth, but the ink becomes so light it's hardly legible, so I don't think that is going to be a very fruitful endeavor. I would like to say thank you to Adam for sending me this pen. Guys, I hope this was useful, and I'll very gladly see you later. Bye bye.